What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be making a game in 5 minutes and showing you guys how we can make a simple game in 5 minutes and just see how this challenge is going to play out. So hopefully I can teach you guys something in this video and hopefully we can make some game, I don't know, in under 5 minutes. Let's see if that's actually even possible to do. I doubt it, but hey, we can always try, bro. But let's go ahead and get into the video. So basically, it's going to be a simple idea. We really cannot make anything too big inside of a 5 to 6 minutes, whatever we're going to be making. So we're going to have to make something very fast, right? So it's going to have to be a pretty fast executing thing, and we're going to be making a simple obby. So we're just going to make an obby with checkpoints ending and just pay to skip all stages, and I think that's probably going to be it. So it's not really going to be too much that we can do, but hopefully we can go ahead and make this as fast as possible. So I'm just going to start right now, bro. We're going to be deleting the base plate instantly. The first thing we do, we're going to have a spawn location right here. We're just going to insert a part. Bro, we need to move fast, okay? We need to make sure these parts are anchored. There we go, and now we just have something like this, and then we just make some jumps right here, just have some turns. There we go, makes it even like thinner. There we go. We're just gonna be making a simple obby right here. 3, 4, 5. Bro, we're going so fast. Okay, we need to be even faster actually, so we might actually go ahead and boost this. Let's just go ahead and do like a normal pad right here. So this is just gonna be some basic part building right here. We're just gonna be pasting over parts. Let's see if we can actually make this happen. Okay, boom. This is done right here. Okay, this is kind of like a harder jump. Boom. Right now, and now we can just make like an ending right here. Boom. All right. Now that we have made the whole map, let's go ahead and color every single thing right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just like separate them by like stages. Boom. Now we have the red right here. Let's make this part. Oops. Let's make this part right here and this part right here. We're gonna make this blue. Let's make it purple. There we go. And now we can put these two into being like golden. There we go. We can actually make them like neon. So they kind of like, there we go. So they pop. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we can finally go ahead and let's go ahead and just go to the toolbox real quick and put a chest in here. Chest. We're just gonna put a huge golden chest right here. Let's just size it up. Holy, this is gonna look crazy. There we go. So now we have a chest and we can just go ahead and make a new billboard UI right here. There we go. Now we can just remove this and we can make it like a yellow sort of text. And as you can see, there's like a reward right there. So people are going to be pretty hyped. There we go. Now let's actually just make sure that people don't fall off the spawn right here. Let's just go ahead and make like a simple platform right here so people just don't die right on the spawn. There we go. And now what we have to do is we have to actually make the checkpoints. So we're just going to go ahead and place a part right here. Boom. We're going to call it checkpoint 1. And then we're going to go ahead and just go ahead and enlarge this. Make sure this is transparent. Make sure this is anchored, massless. We're going to group this into a folder real quick. We're going to call it checkpoints. There we go. And now we're just going to call this checkpoint 1. There we go. We're going to go ahead and clone this. And we're going to put this right here. We're going to call it checkpoint 2. We're going to make some random checkpoints right here so people can actually, okay, I mean, people might actually die when they're spawning right here. So we might just have to put it like right there. And we're going to have another checkpoint right up here called checkpoint 4. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we just copy and paste it into all these and then just make sure the text is changed. Oh my, it's literally running out of time. Boom. Now we have all checkpoints in place. We can go ahead and see if we can actually beat this. There we go. Easy. There we go. Now we have all checkpoints that are set right here. Now we can go ahead and see how this is going to operate when we actually have checkpoints. So we're going to be just running this pretty quickly and speed running it. Boom. So we're going to make a new script inside here. We're going to call it checkpoints. There we go. We're adding a new player. Every time we add a new player, we can add its character. And now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be saving these checkpoints. So local checkpoints. So we're just basically making a checkpoint value to track checkpoints, and its value is going to be 1, right? Okay, there we go. Filtered equals 2. Checkpoint checkpoint value, and we're going to make sure this says toString. There we go. Now we just mentioned the name filter right here. And now we also need to make sure this actually saves. So we're gonna do a separate script right here. We're gonna do save for in workspace at checkpoints. We can go ahead and then update this checkpoint value. So player, oops, we're gonna say local. I'm sorry if I'm not explaining everything, guys, because we're gonna try and go quickly. But once I make the game and show, I'm gonna explain what we did inside this game and how this is actually gonna be pretty good to actually make your Roblox. Not even gonna lie to you, bro. But yeah, okay, if player, then. All right, so boom, guys, we have literally cooked it up right now. I'm just gonna show you a little changes that I did. I made a leader stats folder so our checkpoints can be displayed, and I just made it so every time we touch a checkpoint, we get it updated. So now we're gonna go into the game. I'm just gonna show you guys this real quick. So we're at checkpoint 1. Let's go ahead and cook right here. Boom. Let's go ahead and jump through over these, and I'm just gonna go to checkpoint 2, and I'm gonna go ahead and see. As you can see, our checkpoint updates. We can go literally ahead and just jump off right now and die. And as you guys can see, what's gonna happen is we're gonna spawn back on checkpoint 2. So now our checkpoint system is working. Now all we need to do is basically make some sort of trolling and then just make it so we can just skip to the end as like a purchase so we can get some Robux of people actually playing this. And I think this is actually gonna be like, we can title the game the world's easiest obby, and I think it's gonna do pretty well, bro. Alright, boom, so I literally just added some troll faces to the lobby just to make it seem a bit more lively. Now, only thing we have left is basically to go ahead and make a screen GUI. We're gonna make a huge text button right here. Boom, let's just make this button even bigger, and then let's make sure we have this folded out like this, and then we have a sort of UI corner. And go ahead and say script.parent.activated, connect function, game, get service, marketplace service, ROM, product purchase, game.players.local player. Now we just need to make a game pass, actually like a developer product. So we're gonna go ahead and go to settings. I'm just gonna publish the game real quick. All right, boom. Let's just cook up real quick. Let's make a developer product. Changes. There we go. Now we have our developer product. Paste it right here. Now we go into the server script. We're making a new server script. We call it monetization. Now, boom. We just need a few simple things. We need a marketplace service. We need a players, and we need a table called product functions. Now, inside of this table, I'm just basically going to call a function when we just purchase the thing, which we're going to TP our players to the end. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and make a simple part right here. We're just going to make sure this is anchored. I'm going to move it right here. Make sure you can't collide with it. Make sure it's transparent. We're just going to name the part. Let's just name the end player.character pivot to. There we go. Workspace. Now, all the things we gotta do is just gotta make sure this receipt is actually processed. Boom, there we go. So now basically what's gonna happen is when we purchase this, it's gonna call this process receipt function, and it's gonna check if the player's ID matches the product ID, and it's gonna teleport us. Now let's go ahead into the game and try and test this and see if this actually works. Skip down, boom. There we go, easy. Now we just have to make sure this is trolling at the end. So what we're gonna do is we're just basically put a simple proximity prompt right here. Troll face, let's do this. No, not this guy. Let's just do this one. You got trolled. All right, boom. Now we just go. Let's just name this troll. Workspace.chest. Proximity prompt.trigger. Connect function player. We're gonna make sure that we get the troll on the player. So I just make a new remote event. That ending. Replicated storage. Ending. Fire client player. And right here in the same script, we'll just say again the replicated storage. Ending. On client event. Connect function. Workspace.troll, which one is that? The troll face. There we go. Troll guy that enable these true. There we go. Boom. So now let's go ahead and test the game actually out and see if this actually works. Okay, skip to end. Boom, we go into the end. There's a proximity prompt right here, which doesn't. Okay, there we go. It's a bit further away, so we're gonna have to make sure. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Boom. Let's just make the activation distance 30. Get back in there. Boom. Now we skip to the end. What happened? Okay, interact. Boom, you got trolled. There we go, bro. Easy. Now we can also just name this ending end, or we can just do claim, and then we can do this. There we go. So yeah, that's really gonna be it, bro. This is literally gonna be the whole game. We did it in under 5 minutes, bro. Like I know, I think it was like around 5 minutes, but this just shows you guys that you can literally make a game so fast. Now again, I do not recommend doing this at all, because as you guys can see, we literally have an awful scripting structure. We literally don't have the scripts organized. We don't know what we're doing, but we literally made the game. And this just shows you not to overcomplicate what you guys are doing, because you can make simple games like this. And this game can actually make you some Robux, which is kind of crazy. People are actually going to play anything. So if you guys want, you can give this a try. You can release it, see how it does. It's probably going to, I don't know how it's going to do. But bro, as you can see, we literally made an obby in like 5 minutes, bro. We have a skip 10 where players can purchase. We have like a troll reward at the end. It's kind of like a troll obby. You can name it like mango troll obby or something. I don't even know, bro. But yeah, literally you can make a game in 5 minutes, bro. Honestly, that's crazy. That was a pretty cool challenge. Again, obviously, you cannot organize scripts like this. This is awful. If you guys watch some of my previous videos, you guys are going to know how the framework is actually supposed to be organized. But yeah, if you guys do actually want to learn on how to organize things properly, how to actually make a game, and just, instead of spending 5 minutes, spend a little bit more time and actually make something, But again, this just shows you that you can literally make a game in 5 minutes and try release it and see what happens. Because Roblox is a simple platform. People are usually gonna play anything. So it was a pretty cool challenge to see, and we actually did it. I don't know how we did that, but yeah. Also, yeah, if you guys are also interested in learning and go more in depth in how to actually make games, how to actually make proper and bigger games, not something like this, which was pretty funny of a challenge to do. Make sure you guys check out the first link in the description. It's going to be my academy, and that's basically where I teach everything I know, from just scripting to making games to getting commissions and all of that. We had some pretty crazy results recently with all of our students. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it, bro. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised with how the game turned out. Let's just go ahead and play this and see if we actually have. We'll probably have 0 bugs, bro. Honestly, you have to skip to the end. Oh my goodness, we literally fell. We're still on checkpoint 1 though, so it's gonna be easy, bro. Don't even worry about it. Okay, we're gonna respawn. Boom. Let's go ahead and beat this real quick. There we go. Now we are at checkpoint 2. Easy, bro. Okay, yeah, bro. We might. Oh, bro. I say easy. Okay, let me just reset real quick. We gotta go fast. Okay, we're checkpoint 2. Easy. We're gonna just get transported to that right there. Yeah, we're probably even a noob at this hobby, even though it's so easy. Though I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's see if yeah, we can make these jumps. That's good. Okay, I was scared that you weren't gonna be able to make these. Okay, boom, checkpoint. We get. Oh yeah, you cannot make this jump. We're probably gonna have to resize something like this, bro. Just resize the obby so people can actually make this jump. Should I like hack myself to actually have a big jump power? Wait, let me do that, bro. Okay, let's do 90. Let's see. Okay, is this gonna help me? Yep. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we're actually doing it. Okay, there we go. Boom. That's it. Oh, bro, come on. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bro. We literally buffed the speed up to the yo, bro, we literally buffed the speed up to the max. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, what you guys can do in the settings, you can basically make this so you're like very, very fast, so the obby is like even harder. Oh my goodness, bro, I literally can't type anything. Bro, I'm such a noob. Okay, let's just skip to the end, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this, bro. We need to skip to the end. There we go. Boom. And now we just go ahead and claim this. You got trolled. But yeah, I think what a good idea is for this game is to actually make sure you go to like the starter player and you make sure this is like at 90 and you put the walk speed at like 70. So it's kind of like control lobby. And instead of it being so easy, like you just, oh my goodness, bro, like it's way too hard. I'm actually cooking. Yo, I'm actually gonna beat this, bro. I'm actually gonna beat this. Yo, no way. Yo, no way, bro. That was insane, bro. Holy. Well, boys, thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure you subscribe. Oh my god, we died again. Make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on. This was a pretty cool challenge. Drop in the comments what challenge you would want to see next. And also make sure you guys check out the first link in the description. It's going to be my academy. Without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you boys in the next one. Peace.